The only way to get them to stop is just give them a little nudge with your foot, because otherwise they'll just group up on you like this, and no thank you, no thank you, no thanks guys, I'm alright. I'm alright. You don't need to bite me, I'm okay. My foot is not a snack. My foot is not feed. Good morning, everybody. Today we're up at my site and we're gonna do a little bit of fixing. We got some stuff we gotta fix up here. We got a nipple we gotta replace. We got a curtain we gotta fix, and we gotta hang a gate on a wall because there's no good spot to put it. So right there, that nipple's completely off. They got the nipple completely off, and the water was just pouring out of the feeder.
My guess is that somebody didn't get it tight from the factory. My guess is that one pig had a heck of a gut ache because he ate the nipple, but it's probably in the pit now.
As you can see, they're trying to eat us. Every chance they can get, they'll try to eat you while you're in the pen. When they get to this size, they don't care.
They're trying to get to the creamy nougat in the middle.
Moment of truth. As you can see, we got it. Got it, no leaking, working fine. Hopefully they don't get this one loose. So here's the gate right here that was just been sitting in the alley. It's been just chilling here for a while. And it is the divider gate that goes right there. That one and this post right here. That's the divider. The only way we can make this 4-pin setup was if we got rid of that divider gate that sat right there. And there's no bracket to hang this gate on. Supposedly, the way the building was built, that divider gate was never supposed to come out. But for our setup and how we want to run pigs with 4 or 5 pens running together, we knew we had to take that divider gate out for it to work. Now I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang it, we're gonna put brackets there and hang it directly above, kind of somewhere in that area, and hope that the pigs don't get it loose and knock it down or anything like that. Alrighty, so this went a little different than we thought it would. Great in theory, like all the ideas we have, but sometimes you run into a little bit of a problem. We got both gate brackets on. This gate bracket actually isn't into a stud at all, so Dad's gonna go get some wedge anchors to put right here. That way it's sturdy. This one is in a stud, so it's pretty sturdy. We won't have to do anything to it. Gate goes up there fine, but we had to bend the living crap out of this gate rod so that it will fit into the gate and hold it in place, because this ceiling's slanted here, so the only way we can get the gate rod to go in here and hold the gate is if we bent the top of it and let it go in. So we're gonna have to bend another gate rod to make it work. Dad's going to the machine shed to grab a few things to finish the job. I'm just chilling here, and I'm gonna wait, probably chore, probably watch this gate so they don't knock it over, and we'll get back into it here soon. Same deal with this job. These pigs, they're like kids. They can't keep their hands to themselves. They gotta be touching everything and everything new that comes into the pen. They gotta bite and smell and lick every inch of this gate before they know it's part of the family. We're getting after it. And this one's still trying to eat me, even though he's probably tried to eat me a million times already. The only way to get him to stop is just give him a little nudge with your foot, because otherwise they'll just group up on you like this, and no thank you, no thank you, no thanks guys, I'm alright. I'm alright. You don't need to bite me, I'm okay. My foot is not a snack. My foot is not feed. We all agree on that? Sawyer's foot is not a snap. He's finally back. We'll be back in action in no time. What a masterpiece.
Well, it ain't pretty, but it'll work. But I'm gonna make a couple of rods because we can't get a rod in because of our knee brace, which we should have thought about, but we didn't. So I'm just gonna take one of these or a pair of these rods, and I'm gonna drill a hole through the bottom of the pin that I can put a cotter pin in or a snap pin, and then we'll just shove them up from the bottom and put the pin in, and then they can't get them out of there.
Hopefully it doesn't fall. I don't think it will.
No, because it's through all the way. They can't get it off of there. So.
This north room curtain has been giving us a lot of trouble. We've came up here to fix it. I think this is gonna be our third time within a year, or hell, even 6 months. So
yeah. Well,
we're gonna try our best to get it fixed.
Our eye hook got molested to where.
Why aren't these eye hooks holding that?
Well, that's a great question. That's a great question. Something got turned to pull it that hard, but I'm missing a blue pulley because there should be 2 blue pulleys. I have to go get a pulley and go get an eye hook, I guess.
Oh, here's the pulley right over here.
So when it caught, it flew it off, but it's bad because it chipped it broke the plastic off. So I got to get a new one of these.
You got those on hand?
Yeah. I'll go get a pulley and an eye hook and a ladder because I'm short.
We'll resume this in a bit. Well, folks, we couldn't find any pulleys. Dad thought we had some more pulleys left over from the last time we fixed this thing, and we don't. So we're gonna have a little change in plans. We got to take the skid loader in to the John Deere dealer to fix the weather strip on it. And are we getting it serviced too?
Yeah, probably.
And we're gonna get it serviced while it's in there. We're gonna do that instead of fixing the pulley, and we'll order some pulleys from PSI, or we'll see if they have them at Hogslat while we're in town when we drop the skid loader off. Gotta pivot jobs sometimes because you don't have the right stuff. Buy a skid loader. Now come back to our farm only with a new weather strip and serviced with some good care. To our local Deere dealer, don't screw us up the ass with the price on bringing our skid loader. That's all we ask. We're loyal, aren't we?
Yeah.
Shouldn't cost too much to get the weather strip
I wouldn't think
figured
so.
out.
I'd think that'd be, of course it is John Deere weather strip, so.
Premium.
That's probably 8 times. It's 8 times better rubber than what you get anywhere else. So I mean, you have to pay a premium for that. So today our custom spreader guy showed up, and he's actually over across the road, but I thought I'd show you because I had people that have asked about BioCal and what it is and why we use it. I said earlier that it's comparable to lime. I meant that as it's a similar consistency to lime. We put on about 1,000 pounds to the acre, and they spread it, with a spreader, and it runs probably, it's over $30 an acre that it costs, and I can't tell you exactly. I should be able to off the top of my head, but I don't know if it works out to 35. Long story short, it's not a cheap product. It has really helped us. I'm a firm believer in it. I feel like it's really helped the soil biology here. With the manure that we have to utilize, it helps with how much of that manure is available the first year when we put it on. It helps with our organic matter. It's like we said in the podcast, we've changed so many things since we kind of started down this path that it's hard to point at just one thing and say, yeah, that's what made the difference. But It's just a piece of the puzzle. A year like this, it makes harvest a lot more enjoyable when you can raise a good crop and feel like you did a good job. So you're doing good. You get the idea. Load it up, haul it out. We're actually gonna be spreading lime this week too. It's gonna be nice. So this piece on the south side of the road and that piece on the north side of the road, they both need to be limed also. I think we're pretty good for fertilizer. One of the things that has gotten to be kind of an issue is the manure today. Because the diets have become more efficient, there is less phosphorus in the hog manure. So even a few years ago, you used to get a pretty good dose of phosphorus in the manure. So you kind of had that covered along with the nitrogen, and that's not the way it is today. There's a product called phytase, which is an enzyme. I think that's an enzyme. I'm not a nutritionist, but basically it helps the pigs break down the phosphorus out of the feed because they use that. They're more efficient in converting it, and there's less that ends up in the manure, less that ends up on your ground. So you have to kind of watch your phosphorus levels, and we do have to supplement that today where, you know, 10 years ago you didn't have to. So one more thing you got to think about. So stay tuned.